Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So I will give you a second to adjust your speakers because I don't know if I am blowing your ears out of your head or if it sounds good or if it's too low. So, where have I been? Long story, very long story, and I'll try and make it as short as possible. As you can see right now, I've got my daughter's Beats headset because she wanted to steal my headset that I used for, obviously, gaming. So I told her she could steal mine. I needed to borrow these, and I'm going to get a different gaming headset for myself. So, where have I been? Well, long story short, I rebuilt my system, which you guys knew about about a month ago, and I had some issues with it. I installed a program called AVG System Performance something or other. It's supposed to keep your system up running really nice, fast, get rid of all the crap files, anything you didn't need. It just deleted it, got rid of it. And when it did, it actually deleted a file that an ASUS motherboard has to have in order for it to run. And so it deleted that file, and I went in, reinstalled the file, still had trouble with it, did a system restore, still had trouble with it. Just kept having issues. The game would run for a little bit and then it would crash. Just kept constantly crashing. So, long story short, as I dance on my tread here, long story short, I ended up reinstalling my operating system several times trying to fix it, and I could not get it fixed. It just was not happening. That was not cool. But anyway, so come to find out, Windows 10 is very finicky if you have a CD in the CD-ROM drive. So I found out why my operating system thumb drive that I made wasn't working. Going through and searching, somebody said, oh, just if you got a CD-ROM in there, eject it. I thought, oh, it can't be that easy. Sure enough, it was that easy. So then my installation disk was working. I reinstalled the operating system, and lo and behold, games kept crashing, operating system kept crashing. It just kept crashing. And I was just getting really just bent out of shape and pissed. I've owned a lot of motherboards in the past, and ASUS being my premium go-to motherboard because they're really good motherboards, just really good for overclocking and so on and so forth. And so I was basically banging my head against the wall. I couldn't figure out what was causing my system to keep airing out and crashing over and over and over. Just kept doing it all the time. And so I went in and got looking at my settings in the BIOS, and I had my memory overclocked a little bit, which I guess when you're installing your operating system, you don't want anything overclocked. So I set it all back to just stock settings, reinstalled everything, and here I am. Works beautiful now. No problems, running great. So I was going to make a video, and I was getting ready to head home for my I go home for my home time, usually about 3-4 days, and my ex-wife was going on her honeymoon with her new husband, and I needed to be home on Thursday to get the kids so she could leave. Long story short, my company had sent me to Jacksonville, Florida. They couldn't get me a load back to Traverse City, Michigan, where I live, in time to pick up the kids so she could get going on her honeymoon. And one thing you don't want to do in life is piss off an ex-wife, because that can end up being real bad. So I talked to my company and I said, hey, you know, I got to get home. I don't have a choice. And they said, well, we can't get you a load. We made the mistake, not you. You let us know that you needed to be home. We screwed up. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly you home. Well, now that I don't have a laptop, it's a little more difficult to make videos when your computer is a desktop in your truck and you don't have your truck with you. So, needless to say, they flew me home, which was awesome, and spent, about 4 or 5 days home with the kids, had a great time, and I'm back in North Carolina with the temporary truck that I'm in because my truck's actually in the shop getting fixed. But the good news is I'm actually getting a new truck. This temporary truck, I'm going to be in it for a couple more days as I drive up the wall. So I'm going to be in this temporary truck maybe another week, give or take, and they're going to send me up to New Jersey to pick up my brand spanking new truck. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know I only had that other truck for about a year and 3 months, but there's a Peterbilt. It's a, don't quote me, I think it's a 387, 367. I'm not sure the exact model number, but it's got a bigger sleeper. The sleeper unit's bigger. It also has bunk beds. So, like, this doesn't have bunk beds here. This new truck has bunk beds. So I'll be able to strap my computer on the top bunk, put all my microwave on the top bunk. It gives you a ton more room. So I'm going to be going from this truck, this temp truck, into my permanent truck, which will be my new truck with the bunk beds, and I'm very, very excited about that. And I'll just have a lot more room for all my stuff. Like I said, the sleeper's bigger. It's got a bunk bed, so you get that extra space for the bed, the bunk bed, you know, for putting your computer, luggage, whatever you have up there. Just a lot more storage room and everything. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's supposed to happen here in the next, give or take, week and a half. But while I was home, I kind of forgot a couple things, and they got to get me home to Michigan so I can pick up my stuff that I left while I was at home. So we'll get that taken care of, get me back out on the road, get me swapped into my new truck, and that shouldn't take too long. Once just to move my stuff from one truck to another will take probably about 4 hours. I do have to rehook up my Wi-Fi booster. I'll have to rehook that up. A couple things I'll have to do to get it up and running nicely. But yeah, so anyways, that's where I've kind of been. I just got my computer up and running again good, and I'm back in this temporary truck, so I'm going to hopefully be able to make some videos for you guys. And as I roll my tank over, so yep, I'll get put it back in gear and get my butt making some videos for you guys, and hopefully have some cool videos coming out for you guys real quick. But anyways, just wanted to give you a heads up where I've been so you guys didn't think I fell off the face of the earth. But you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.